right, ladies and gentlemen, the name of the show today is Love or Money. Which one would you have? If you had a choice to pick one or the other. You understand? Make this decision, you have to be mature and old enough to really appreciate the decision that you make. Because I know when I was young, I was chasing money. Most of my life, I chased money, right? And didn't realize, you understand me, what real happiness was. Because at the time, you always think money's gonna, solve all your problems. You're thinking money's gonna do everything. Money's gonna do this. And then when you want to start getting into having money, get to having cars, get to having houses, get to having jewelry, the more you get, the more you want, and the more you're using your power to get the things you want rather than just naturally letting things happen. Like love, for instance, is something that's it's a natural cause. It doesn't take money to find true love, you understand? And when you're looking for money through the material things that you have, when you're looking for companionship and a mate through the material things you have, you don't find that. You find gold diggers, you find people that are telling you things you want to hear, liking you for what you have, not for what you are. And that's why you have to realize it by going through that and by having money, so you can realize that money does not buy love. Money buys companionship, money buys people around you, but they're not really there for you for the right reasons. And what you do, when you lose everything, you'll see how they change and how people leave when you don't have nothing. But love, people are there for you all the way through when there's love, And I've been in love and had love several times. I wasn't ready for love when I was young and in love, and I didn't realize it because I was chasing material things. I was taking my love for granted at the time. It took me to get older, you understand me, to really, really, really realize that love for me was everything. You can always get more money. You can always get money. Money you can always get. But love, you can't always find love. Love is something that you can't always get. You can't get love when you want it. It's not like you could go out there. Money you go out there and get, hustle, pursue, and you get it. That's attainable goal. Getting money is an attainable goal. But love, true love, is not easy to get. When you're young, you think you can always wait on love. You got time for love, so you're trying to get money. And before you know it, you're getting older. You get older, and you get to a point to where you look good and you're nice looking and you're having it your way. And you still thinking, you understand me, you got the choices that you can make to get the right one. But all the time while you're pursuing finding love, you don't find it simply because it's the same thing. People are with you for whatever reasons. You're good looking. They want you for this. They want to use you. They want to be around you. They take your kindness for weakness if you're a good person. To find a good person is not easy. So that's why it's like I'd rather have love, because if you can find love, which I have love, so I know what love is, and I know that with love comes happiness. And love and happiness go together. That's why I said that you can have money, but you may not be happy. You understand? But love and happiness go together. So that's why I figure you can get love and happiness. If you have love, you can get money. You understand? Because if you're in a positive state of mind, you're on a relentless pursuit of getting money, it's going to come to you. All positive things come to you. It's a gravitational positive pull that's going to come your way when you're on that positive lane. If you're happy and you're doing the right things, God's going to bless you with the material things or the money that you need. He's not going to give you no more than you need. He's not going to just, overwhelm you with money. You know what I mean? Because he gave you happiness. So you appreciate happiness and love, and the money will come. If you don't worry about it, just appreciate every day, appreciate your health, appreciate all the good things you have in life. Like me, I'm 71, and I appreciate the fact that I know what love and happiness is. It's not like when I was young, I was taking everything for granted and using and abusing myself and not really understanding what was real, right? And I see so many people that chase money, and they always bragging about the material things they have, and they're not really happy. because they have to prove to you they got money, or they're bragging about money. They're bragging about how much money they made and how much, but you never hear them talk about, they made, oh yeah, we going here, we went there, we did that, like they enjoyed a trip, or they enjoyed something together, you know what I'm saying? You know. And, these are the kind of things, I don't brag about things like that because I know people that are not in my position don't understand it, So I don't brag about it, I just show it, I don't talk about it, And if you can do that, you're doing really good. And that's a great thing to do, is to be happy and to display happiness and be in a position, you understand me, to manifest happiness through the love you have makes you happy. And then along with being happy, you do things that contribute to make you even happier. Doing what you do, and you do it good, and you do it best, and you enjoy life because you're happy. So you enjoy life with who you with and who you love. And life is always better with someone. Man was not made to be by himself. And you can have all the material things, and you can be a bitter old man with a lot of money. And then you have these young women that you're paying for, you're buying to be by your side, you're paying for company. But that really don't make you happy. It's like drugs. It makes you temporarily fulfilled because you steady have to spend more money. You steady have to buy them more. You have to do more to keep them satisfied, to keep them by your side. Because your desire gets more enhanced because it's artificial satisfaction. Just like for instance, you notice when you were, say you were younger and you were on drugs, you might have been taking drugs. You took drugs to make you happy. You might have been on a moderate kick. You might have took drugs moderately, to an extent, to where you took them, control. You were functioning addict or whatever. And you took those drugs and they made you feel really, really good, right? So you felt good when you took the drugs, right? But when the drugs wore off, you were all messed up worse because that effect is bad when it wears off. But love, it don't wear off. When you're in love and love is with you and you got love, it don't wear off. It's there. So it's a natural high that you're on. You understand me? The high that you're on is a natural high. And you don't want to get high off of anything. You want to just enjoy life for what it is. Just enjoy the moment. Go places and do things and have a good time being with each other. These are the things you do. And by doing these things, you're living. You're enjoying things together. If you happen to have that type of a relationship. A lot of people be within relationships and they don't be in love. They're chasing money, so they're still not really in love. They got that companion to keep them occupied. But they're not really in love, so they don't really care about being with that person. They just have that person there at the house. They have sex with them, they do this, they do that, they pay their bills. And they there with them because of the fact that they pay their bills or whatever. Arrangement. It's still an arrangement. It's not really love. You don't know really love until you test love. When you don't have nothing and the other person has something, or neither one of you don't have nothing, and you're there for each other, that's when you know that you got equal respect and love and caring for one another. And that doesn't come easy. It doesn't come easy at all because you have to think of the fact that when you're with this person, that you're with, you understand? You have to truly care about that person, you understand? To a degree to where you sacrifice, and you think of them when they're not. You think of them when you're doing things, whatever. You're thinking of them. You always think of them, And a lot of times people don't realize, by chasing money, you don't have time for love. Sometimes you chase money, and you really don't have time for love because, see, God's going to put in your face what you're ready to take. See, he's not going to bring you that mate unless you're ready to take that mate and take time out to, to nourish and fertilize a relationship, you know. You understand? To do that. A lot of times you don't do that when you're chasing money because you're busy, you miss a date, or you miss a time to be with them, or a time to whatever, because you're busy, you know, and you don't do that, you know. You don't put nothing before that mate. You understand me? If you're in love and you have a harmonious relationship, you know. You understand? But the point of it is, at the time that I found love was the right time. You understand me? It was the right time because I was looking for it for many years, but I guess I wasn't ready because I didn't find it. I found a lot of experience. But then when I made the sacrifice and told myself I wasn't going to be with nobody until I found the right one, and I said to myself, I'm not going to have sex. I'm not going to, be with anyone intimately. I'm just going to be platonic and have friends, have women friends. I wanted to have women friends because I wanted to keep the aroma and keep the freshness of being around a woman. I was not going to not be around women. I wanted to always be around women every day, not around men. I wanted to do that because I've seen men that don't be around women and they don't never have a woman. They end up, going their whole life without a woman. You got to be around women. You got to put yourself in a position to be a woman's man. And then you only need one woman, but you want to be a woman's man. In other words, you want to be that man that women want. And then when women want you, then you find the right woman that you want. There's got to be that exceptional woman. You understand? Because there's a lot of women every day. Like, I'm a good-looking man. You understand? I realize that. I dress good, I look good, and I talk good. So catching a woman is not no object. It's catching the right woman, the one you want. And see, that's what I realized when I cut back and said I don't want to be involved with all these different women. So about 10 years, I stopped doing that. I just stopped really messing with women, the ones I had with friends. We we had not got intimate. We were just friends, And I made it sure to do that because I wanted to have women friends. So I'd go to the movies with these women, take pictures with these women. People thought these women were my women. And you'd be surprised how that made me look good because other women wanted to be my women because they said, oh, wow, I'm your type, that's your type, And they thought these women was my type, right? I didn't have a type. I had a type that was intelligent, smart, and that was, a black queen. You know what I'm saying? And hey, because when it came around to it, see what happened was, I was looking at that situation, but they would see me with white women and women that were a little overweight and all that, right? So they would say, oh, that must be his type. That's what he likes. So it threw everybody out the yard when I came up with a black queen like my friend had. See, I got this, God sent me one just like my friend had. I mean, this woman was calling him queen. This woman was calling him king and this and that, right? And I come up with a woman just like that calling me king. You understand? And on that level. And I called her my queen. And the cold part about it was, this took me way back when my father was calling my mother queen. He called her the queen. And it didn't dawn on me that God brought this to me just like my father had his queen. It was something I couldn't understand, right? But when I took the time out and asked for a good woman and told him I'm going to wait on the woman until it come. And when my friend, and when I seen what he had, and I said, I want that or nothing less. And I really, really, really prayed for that to happen for me. And don't you know, you understand me, within a year, I went to his queen's birthday party, right? That I had come up with my queen, just before the pandemic. I come up with my queen. And the way I came up with my queen was an unremarkable story. We match as we hard attached right now. We match all the time. But it started out because I wanted a woman to dress as I dress. But I never would never in a million years think I would get that, right? Because, I tried to to indicate to women, oh, we'll wear this because I'm gonna wear this, and they, first thing they do, they wouldn't do it. They'd put something else on, or they'd start off trying to put that on, and then end up putting something on. I didn't like that, boom, boom, and so it never worked out. And these were women that were just friends. It wasn't they weren't my woman. I was just putting them as a prospect of how it would do if it happened, because that's what I wanted. And you know what? This is the cold part. That this one woman, you understand me, had said she was gonna dress up and do a show with me, and maybe we were gonna wear matching clothes and all that. Never happened. No, it didn't. Right? And then after you understand me, I was walking down the street at the Bayfair parking lot. When I ran into my queen, she jumped out the car on me and had on red and gold. And that's my favorite color, and I had on red and gold. That's my favorite color now, but it was a 49er game. And that day, everybody I took pictures with didn't quite have an outfit fully right. Women took pictures with them, they have a jersey on. The other woman, she had on a radio jacket. It was a whole lot of things because I took pictures all the time, which I don't take that many no more because I don't need to. I'm where I'm at in life and I'm all right. I don't have to take pictures with everybody and anyone. People take pictures with me, you understand? I don't necessarily run after them to take pictures, because I got what I want and I'm happy where I'm at, so I don't worry about that, man. I'm not on that page no more. I did that. That's history. I did that when the time was to do it, right? So what happened was, after that we started matching and coordinating with what we wear, And then our first date was on Valentine's Day, so it was red and white. You understand? And the rest is history. But the point I'm trying to make is, God will send you love when you're ready for love. Until then, you chasing money, it's all good. But when you slow down enough to want a relationship, that's when God will bring you what you want. Some people go their whole life because they're steady chasing money and don't realize what's really important, and they're never happy. They're never really happy. They have the big house, they have the big car, they have the big diamonds, they have the big jewelry. They never realize they get their satisfaction from the tools that they have rather than, you notice they're always bragging on what they got because they don't have no real love and no real fulfillment. So they have to use their tools and their toys to bring them satisfaction, And they don't have that true love that's really simple. It's something that's priceless because you can't buy it. You can't buy love. People say money can't buy love. No, money does not buy love. It'll buy an imitation. It'll buy a copy of it. It'll buy somebody to act like they love you. And that's not real. So what's real is when you have real love. You understand me? And that's what brings happiness. A lot of people don't realize that because they don't know it because they never had it. And the thing about that is, you have to realize what's important to you. When you realize what's important to you and you break it all down and you understand that love and happiness is greater than money. Money can't buy happiness. And you can see, I could say this, you know why? Because I've had money and I've had love. See, somebody can't say that unless they had both of them. So you got people that tell you that never had real true love or happy love. Then they tell you, oh, no, I'd rather have money. And if they had a relationship that wasn't right and it failed, they'll tell you that. But anybody in a successful relationship, they would choose love over money because they know they can have money. They can get money. Love inspires you to make money. Love will conquers a lot. Love is an inspiration. If you have love, then you have happiness, then money will come. Money will come because it's like the driving force. You understand? It's like if the love of your children, your wife, your family, that drives you to go out there and get money. See? So you go get money and do all that. Because you got a purpose now. You got a purpose, so you're going out there and you're going to get money. That's why I say you can get money after you find love and happiness. Money you can get. because you can't live without money. So it's like money's a necessity. So you're gonna go strive for those things, but you're not trying to have the whole world, because you know if you got a family, say you got children, you got a wife, man, that's the way the world's supposed to be. That's the cycle of life. That's the way it's supposed to be. You ain't supposed to be by yourself. By me being in a fast life, I looked at things different than the average square. Now I look at things through a way to where, no, get you a wife, first get you a job, get your education, and have a career where you're making some kind of good money. But don't chase money where you're trying to be a millionaire and you neglect, being with a mate. You understand? Now a lot of people that are in industry, they say, well, I'm gonna wait till I get a certain age, and then I'm gonna get a relationship. They know they can do that because they have their goals set, and their money is being made. So they can have money first, and then they can find love, because they're fortunate enough they don't have to make the choice. It's coming. It's on a natural cause, the way it's coming. You understand? But for the average person that that don't have no money, and they know that they have to make these choices between love and money. Just like when I was young, I had love. I had love when I was young, but my mind, we wasn't ready, neither one of us, because we were chasing money, and thinking that that was gonna take you to the top, take you the way you want to be, and that's not necessarily. You get love and happiness first, and then money will come. You'll make enough money to make ends meet, and then you do more and more and more and live a good life. Like my father, that's what he did. He was a merchant marines, but that was the last thing I was gonna be, because I was game struck, so I couldn't go follow his footsteps. Like a lot of people say that's what you should do, but that wasn't on my menu. You understand? But the point I'm making is that you have to realize, you understand, that love and happiness beats money and peace. Well, money and peace, they go together to an extent, but money and peace really aren't on the menu, because if you're striving for money, for real money, I mean, it's going to be beyond going to work and coming home, because you're just going to survive that way. But if you just did that, you would have peace. You know what I'm saying? And did the natural thing. Because if you're striving for money, hustling or selling dope or doing, you got the penitentiary that you running from, so you ain't got peace. Because with that comes, consequences. So you're not at peace. The only time that you're at peace is when you're doing things legally. And if you're not fortunate enough to be a ball player, a rapper, or somebody that's got millions of dollars coming from their job, not doing a whole lot, then you're in trouble. Because you have to make a choice to do what's right. And it's going to be hard work. When you're young, it's hard work. Because you're young enough to where you can find love. You can find love later when you're on that situation, because you're young, and it's going to come your way. God's going to bring it to you by just doing the right thing. But when you get a certain age, you know what I mean? When you get past 60, it's hard, partner. It's hard, partner. You may not find it. You may not get it, because I didn't know I was going to have it. But I was determined to be my best self and love me and be happy by myself until I found the other one. And I was happy. So you can be happy by yourself, and then someone will come, because your gravitational pull and your positive energy will draw them to you, because you are that positive person that's doing what's positive to bring that to you. And that'll come your way, you understand, because you're playing the right way. You're doing the right thing. When you're doing the right thing, good things come to you, and they come for you. You understand? And that's the reason why I say that different situations are different. When you're older, love is more important, love and happiness. Because if you're older, right, you should have had everything else in life. Money, cars, whatever you were pursuing during your lifespan. You know, you were running away from love at the time because you didn't want to, you wasn't ready to get tied down, as they say. Because love will tie you down. And that's what people always avoid, tying down. But when you get to a certain age and you appreciate, like you see a lot of people all the time, they have money and they say, man, I'm looking for a good woman. After they get their money, they want it. Sometimes they get it, sometimes they don't because they be so desperate. You know, you can't be desperate because you'll find the wrong person. And the wrong person can distract your life so much. You get involved with the wrong person, you are not at peace. You are not happy. You know, you catch the wrong person, but you want company. You want a companion. You want it so bad that you get the wrong person. And that's why you got to have yourself together first. You have to first, you understand me, love yourself and really, really care about who you are and what you are, and know who you are and what you are. You have to know who you are and what you are. So then you know what you want and you know what you will accept. And drama, people with drama and women that are toxic in relationships, you don't want that. You know, you stay away from that. You know, when you don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't use drugs, you want a woman that's doing the same thing, no smoking, no drinking, no drugs. Then you'll go far. You get somebody drinking and drugs, there'd be nothing but drama. Arguing, fussing, and fighting all the time. It's no good. It's no good at all. Disrespect. Women that disrespect you, the respect never comes back. When a woman starts disrespecting you, it never comes back. You got to get somebody that respects you. When they respect you and love you and treat you right, that's what you want. That means everything. You know, you want that. You want that woman to respect you. You know what I mean? And honor and hold you up, you know, on a pedestal. You know, you want that. You know what I mean? And you have the greatest thing that life has to offer. When you have love and happiness. And you can get the money and you can enjoy life. Because life is to be enjoyed. You know, it's not to have, you're not going to never have enough money because you can always get more. The fact is to enjoy every moment of life. Enjoy just waking up. Enjoy life to the fullest. Be able to go out, dress up, look up, and feel blessed. That's what it's all about. If you can appreciate life to its fullest extent, whether you're with someone or not someone, love yourself first. And if you don't have one to love you, someone will, but you have to love yourself first. Because if you don't love yourself and you just get with anybody that's hurting you, you'll get somebody that hurts you and don't respect you, and you know, because you haven't found out who you are. And you don't know what you want, because it takes sacrifice and understanding. And you have to be able to do that. You have to be able to sacrifice and make the right choices. You know, you can't just grab anyone and just want some companionship. It's like people having sex. They grab anyone they want to have sex, yeah. And then boom, what's the consequences? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work like that. You have to be more along the lines of, you know, knowing who you are and what you are before you make the choices. You know what I mean? When you once find out who you are and what you are and love yourself, and then you make it to the next step, and then you'll be ready for a companion. And then when you do that, God will bring it to you. God will bring you the right one. It'll come right to you and you won't even know it, unless you're ready for it. And then you'll know. You understand? And that's how that goes. But the thing about it is, I'm gonna get ready to close my show, but I'm here to let everybody know that everyone's at a different state of mind when it comes to love and happiness, and when it comes to chasing money. Some people just chase money, like I said, all their life and never find love. Some people are fortunate enough to find love and money. You know, you never know how it's going to happen, but one thing I guarantee you, you have to love yourself first. You have to love yourself first to find love and appreciate love and be on that loving note. You understand? Because you got to know how to treat them. And if you don't know how to treat yourself, then you surely are not going to be able to treat them good as they should be treated, with love and respect and honor. You understand me? Is what you should do. And you have to remember to do that. You did. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I was going to do a show in a couple of weeks on what do you call it? I can't think of the name of me and my woman's gonna do it, but I'm gonna have to do it next month with her now because it's so busy. So it'll be when I come back out of Vegas before I do my next show with her. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I have to let this show go because it's that time. All right.